So it looks like there might be a Ted Lasso season 4 after all. Now this little show has kind of become the flag bearer show, kind of the coming out party show, if you will, for Apple TV Plus, kind of like the way House of Cards was for Netflix parading out original content that they were doing. That's kind of what Ted Lasso was. It was the first really cultural darling, and for good reason. This show is wonderful. It's just a show about flawed good people doing flawed good things. And every once in a while, you just need a show like that. And I admit, I wasn't sold on it after the first episode, but I stuck with it after episode 1, and I'm so glad I did. It's just one of the best shows that makes your heart smile all the time. I love the show, but it has just been the common understanding that season 3 was it. That tonight, the episode coming out tonight was the series finale. That's it. The show is now done. As a matter of fact, even this, headlines like this, just a couple of months ago, Jason Sudeikis says Ted Lasso confirms that Ted Lasso season 3 is the end of the story we wanted to tell. And everybody was just that's it. Ted Lasso season 3, over. I didn't like it, but I've accepted it and I've come to terms with it. Well, hold on a second. In a promotional email that I get from these studios, Apple sent out an email reminding people about tonight. And this is directly from the email I got, where they do not refer to this as the series finale. They instead, in 4 different places, refer to it as the season finale. Right at that top there, you see it says season 3 finale of 2-time Emmy Award-winning comedy Ted Lasso premieres tonight. Then in the next line down, again, they use the same verbiage. Highly anticipated season finale begins streaming tonight. Down on the bottom paragraph, the season 3 finale of Apple's global hit phenomenon Ted Lasso launches this Wednesday, May 31st. Okay, now maybe it's semantics because it is the season 3 finale. It just also happens to be the series finale. But is it? Because I'll tell you what, and I'm only speaking from my own experience. Whenever something in press releases have gone out about series finales of any show, it always says series finale because it gives it that extra bump. It gives it that extra heat. This is it, guys. End of the line. Come in for the final chapter. And I think the fact that they keep saying over and over and over again, and remember, this is officially from Apple TV Plus. They are the ones who sent this to me directly. Season finale, season finale, season finale, season finale. So look, maybe it's reading too much into it. I acknowledge that. But I'm starting to think here, there's going to be season 4. Why on earth would they come out on the day of it and not push it as the series finale saying, hey, everybody, last chance to watch yourself some Ted Lasso? No, they're calling it the season finale. And I'll tell you what, after watching this season, and I'm all caught up, I watched the second last episode last week.
How'd you like that Les Mis reference?
Oh, I thought very much Jean Valjean. I fell in love with it with the little Les Mis reference. But here's the other thing. Ann and I were watching it. It's like, yep. Next week's the finale. This is clearly all setting up that the next week is the finale. This story's wrapping up. Going to be sad to see it go, but going it is. Well, maybe not. Anyway, Chris, you are a big Ted Lasso fan.
Huge Ted Lasso fan.
You have also been under the assumption this is it. It's over. But now we're seeing this official email, and it says nothing about the show ending, nothing about the end of the Ted Lasso ride. It just says over and over again, season 3 finale, season 3 finale, season 3 finale. I'm taking that as an implication that there's going to be a season 4. How are you reading this?
I believe and I believe there could be a season 4. I really, really want this. You know, Hannah Waddingham, who plays Rebecca on the show, and Brett Goldstein, who's a writer and obviously is Roy Kent on the show.
Both winning Emmys for this series.
Incredible actors, incredible writer. They both, when they've gone on late night, have said, is it the end of this show? Jason keeps saying that, but is it? I don't think it is. I think we can do more of this. And they keep always saying, Jason is saying this is the last one. Jason is saying this is the end of the story. And he keeps saying this in those Deadline interviews, right? If this is the end of the story he wants to tell. And it does seem like we're wrapping up on Ted's time in London. In fact, there is a Ted Lasso official Twitter account. And there is.
I had no idea.
It's fantastic. If you just want little, 140 character sound bites essentially of Ted Lasso in your Twitter feed, highly recommend putting it in there amongst all the garbage that's on Twitter. It brightens your day. But this morning's tweet was, a few years ago, I hopped on a plane with Coach Beard heading to a little town in London. Tonight we play our final match. It's like what I like to say about films of David Lynch. I can't tell you what's happening, but I sure as heck don't want it to end. And this is also with a tie-in ad from Nike that is acting as if the Ted Lasso team is real and everything. It's fantastic.
Did you see the White House press conference they did with the Ted Lasso?
Yes.
How adorable was that?
It was so wonderful and so great for them to use the platform to talk about mental health and everything.
Yeah.
I thought it was so lovely. So we've got kind of a mixed bag here of Ted himself is taking to Twitter saying this is his last match. Jason Sudeikis has said this is the wrapping up of this story. And it does feel like, based on last week's episode, this is coming to the end of Ted's time in London, perhaps. So I don't know how you do Ted Lasso without Ted Lasso. Kind of feels like how there's Grey's Anatomy without Meredith Grey.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is going to be a rebranding or they're going to explore different stories, but I love that they are at least keeping this open-ended with the notion that they could dive into the other characters and players of Richmond.
You know what this smells like to me? It smells like last minute deal.
Ooh,
Because
I
like I said,
that.
I watched the last episode, right? And it's like, okay, yeah, they're clearly wrapping this show up. It's done. This sounds to me like the last final pitch they made to Jason's like, come on, let's do one more year. Let's do one more. Now, look, Jason Sudeikis himself in real life has been wanting to be more planted in the States more of. He's got his own family issues and stuff like that. Like, it's actually kind of a reflection of what's going on in Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
He's got kids here. But it sounds to me like maybe a last second thing was done, or maybe the whole cast is going to America. Maybe now, instead of him trying to coach a sport he didn't know, him and Beard are going back to coach a football team. They bring Roy Kent with them to be, I don't know, some kind of discipline coach. I mean, I'm thinking way outside the box. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, ExpressVPN. Guys, it is 2023, and online privacy and security has never been more important. You see, every device, phones, computers, tablets, has a unique IP address, which is like an internet phone number and reveals personal information about you. It's super simple for somebody online who knows what they're doing to find your IP address if you've ever clicked on a sketchy link or opened an email from somebody you don't know. Your IP address could become exposed. Now that's where ExpressVPN has your back. ExpressVPN is an app that hides your real IP address and replaces it with a dummy one, keeping you safe and private. And you don't have to be some kind of techie to use a VPN. Guys, it is so easy to use. Just download the ExpressVPN app on your phone or computer, tap one button to turn it on, and you're protected. And if you like your streaming entertainment, here's the coolest part. They let you choose what country you want your IP address to look like it's coming from. This is incredibly useful because services like Netflix and Disney Plus give you different shows depending on what country you're in. So secure your family's online activity and unlock tons of new shows by visiting expressvpn.com/Campea. Use my link and you can get 3 extra months free. That's expressvpn.com/Campea. Go to expressvpn.com/Campea to learn more. Question is for you guys. What do you think about this? We all have assumed, myself included, and maybe it is, that tonight's episode of Ted Lasso was the series finale. But the new stuff that's coming out from Apple is very specifically and insisting calling it the season finale. Do you think they've found a way to do a season 4? Maybe yes, maybe no. Maybe you love it, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't even watch the show. Whatever you guys think about this, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks a lot for watching our video. Make sure you click the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. And by the way, we do the John Campea Show podcast every day, so go and subscribe to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or whatever your favorite podcasting app of choice is.